Hey guys and girls, in this video we are going to get straight to the set of actions that will give you the absolute best chances to get your ex back. I'm Darina and doing my psychology postgrad in Australia. The first thing you have to do is to be fabulous. Do not beg, do not plead, and focus on yourself. Let me explain how exactly that works. I know you want to hear something like go to the person, put them in a backpack and bring them back. But people are not possessions and you need to act smart and in an indirect way. I know you guys had an experience of breaking up with someone already who wanted you back. Just think about it for a second. Did you find it attractive when they are covered in tears, begged you to take them back? No, you might feel sorry for their suffering, but you did not feel attracted, correct? But if you saw them somewhere out, all happy, looking great, seeing their successes, seeing them surrounded by the opposite sex, you're like, maybe I have made a mistake. And there is pure psychology. We want something that everyone else wants, and if it comes too easy, unfortunately, it loses its value. But here is something super important to mention. You have to be genuinely focused on yourself rather than making these sugar shows for Instagram. You can tell straight away when things are genuinely good or when they do it on purpose. You definitely have to utilize social media, however, do it wisely. Do not manipulate. Instead, project your life in an authentic and informative manner. And the second tip will be to give them space. Do not text, do not call, do not accidentally bump into them in places. It will only create irritation. I know your argument will be, what if I stop reminding them? They will forget about me. Seriously guys, if after a month or two they will forget about you, these relationships are not worthy to get back. There have been instances when people got back together after 6 months, after a year, or even longer. Remember, recently J.Lo and Ben Affleck got back together after all these years. There were instances when people got into new relationship, it didn't work, and they got back together with their ex. So here you have to be very patient and do not panic and let pink retrospection do its job, which is a point number 3. Pink retrospection is a mechanism of our psyche that allows us to forget bad events, leaving only nice and good memories. You can explain homesickness with this phenomenon. Say, you moved out from your country where it wasn't safe, or you have not been happy, and your friends have not been very good people, and you made very little money. But within a certain period of time, you start thinking that everything out there was much better. The same thing with the person. After a certain period of time apart, bad things don't feel that bad anymore, and you can only remember happy times together. But here is the difference. When you are homesick and return to your homeland, in a few days you remember everything you have been running from. In case with the person, you have a chance to fix everything if mistakes were made by you. You can have better behavior, you can become more patient, you can utilize their love language, and so on. So give them space and let pink retrospection work in your advantage. By the way, if you guys getting value of this video, please hit the like button. It really helps me as a new creator to develop this channel, and thank you in advance. Step number 4 is eliminate what was the problem. Think about your mistakes and offer solutions, what you can change, and start changing it already. The words I'm sorry, I understood everything does not work for the majority of people. So the best way would be to fix the problem first, or to be halfway of fixing the problem. And let me give you a few real world examples. Say you have a problem with drinking and it was the main reason why your partner broke up with you. You can stop drinking, start attending Alcoholics Anonymous groups, and demonstrate to your partner that you have been clean or sober, say, for 3 months. I personally know a couple for whom this worked like that, and since they got back together, I think it was already 3 years, they have been solid, strong, because the guy understood that their relationship are more important for him than his drinking habits. So that breakup was actually a good thing for them, as it made them evaluate what is really important in life. Another example would be anger management. Say you are a really fiery person and your partner got sick of it. You can start seeing a psychologist or taking counseling sessions or invite them for a couples counseling session. Another example can be, say, the woman never contributes to the couple's budget or never pays when they out. She can buy a half-a-year pass to the movies, for example, and demonstrate to her partner that she is willing to change these issues. I know it all sounds like, why would I invest upfront if I'm not even sure if it's going to work? Well, there are risks. However, if someone could come to you right now and say, if you pay me, I don't know, say $2,000 and your ex would be right in front of you, ready to keep building a relationship, would you do so? You would definitely find this money. Plus, every action you take is going to benefit you anyway in the long run. Seeing a psychologist, work on your bad habits or harmful behaviors. It is a win-win situation. And if you are not going to utilize those things in the current situation, you can do it in the next ones, as it is always a learning curve. And we never are getting a perfect partner straight away. Sometimes it takes us a few failed relationships so we learn how to become a good partner. And unfortunately, we have to learn how to build relationships in a hard way, since we do not study that in school, which is an absolute shame. We learn physics, chemistry, higher level of math, and very few of us use this knowledge in the future. However, every person wants to build a good, trusting relationship. So this is the knowledge that has to be taught from an early age. But paradoxically, it's not. Another useful tip will be to start seeing a therapist as a long-term commitment. Here will be a win-win situation again. Firstly, you are going to demonstrate to your partner that your desire for you guys to get back together is not just a 1-minute ego stroke, but that you actually are interested in it wholeheartedly and ready to put in a lot of work. Sometimes uncomfortable work, sometimes expensive, but you are ready for a long-term change plan. And secondly, seeing a therapist can help you as a person to overcome negative emotions and also to support you in moments of desperation, or even to see the situation more clearly, to see if your intentions to get your ex back, dictated by true love and affection and regrets of what you have done, or if it is just coming out of fear of not finding anyone better, or low self-esteem, or feeling that it really hurt your ego, and the list can go on and on and on. And the final thought, remember, you cannot force someone to love you or to be with you. It has to be their choice. Otherwise, it is violence, and I believe that it's very humiliating when someone is with you out of fear or out of pity or any other perks you might promise them. Feelings have to be mutual. Otherwise, what is the point? As the final goal is not the relationship itself, but happiness these relationships bring. Take care of yourself and your loved ones, and I will see you in the next videos.